Welcome to this yoga flow. In this 45-minute gentle movement class, it's all about reconnecting to ourselves and enjoying the way our body moves. During this session, try to deeply listen to what your body needs and take the time to explore. We are going to start on our back on our mat. Make sure that you have everything you need, maybe some cushions or blankets or a yoga block for later. And make sure you are really comfortable. The first few minutes we will just lay here, relaxing, breathing, reconnecting with our body. Let the mind become more and more empty. Feel every body part on the floor. Relaxing the feet, the calves, your knees and your thighs, your hips and your belly, your chest, your shoulders, your arms and your fingers, and also all the muscles in your face. Relax your jaw, your mouth, your cheeks, your forehead, your eyes, your ears. Softly breathing. And take the time to become aware of how you feel in this moment. How does your body feel? How are your emotions, your thoughts? And just let that all be there without changing anything. Now we start to bring some gentle movement into the feet, into the hands. And then we pull our right knee all the way up to the chest. And you can activate your left leg, your left foot, bringing some energy into this leg as well. And then we start to move around here, waking up that right leg and the hip. And you can do this in whatever way feels good for you. Circling the knee, maybe stretching the leg, moving the ankle, making your circles a little bit bigger, moving from side to side. Feel what is happening to the rest of the body when we move like this. What's happening to our spine? How does our back feel? And then we drop that knee all the way to the left side into a twist. The right arm reaches up to the right corner, and you can drop your head to the right side as well. Take a few deeper breaths here. opening the chest, the shoulder. And trying to really relax into this posture. And then we move the leg back up. And then we drop it to the right side, so we open the hip this time. The arms can be a little bit to the side so that the shoulders can open. And again here we take a few deep breaths. Especially if you feel that at this moment your breath is quite short, and try to lengthen your breath, deepen your breath. And then lift the knee back up, stretching the leg again. And then we do the same on the other side, so pull the left knee into the chest. Flexing the right foot, activate your right leg for a moment there. And then starting to move gently in whatever way feels good for that left hip. Making some circles. You can stretch the leg all the way up into the air. Moving the ankle and the toes. Making your circles a little bit bigger. And really become aware of how this side of the body feels. And then finally we bring the leg all the way to the right side, crossing over into a twist. The left arm reaches up to the left corner. And we drop the head to the left as well. Take a few deep breaths here. And trying to find a softness, relaxation in this posture. Feeling that sense of opening in the left shoulder, the chest. Then we move to the other side into a hip opener. Relax the left inner thigh. And take a few deep breaths here. And just let the weight of that knee drop to the floor. Doesn't need to touch the ground. Then move it back up. And then we stretch our arms behind our head on an inhale. And an exhale, relax, just drop everything down. And we do that again, reaching the arms back and relax. One more time, also activating the legs and the toes. And drop. And then we move the ankles a bit. We roll onto one side. And then we sit all the way up. And then we wiggle, move the knees from side to side. And then that arm can also swing all the way around, moving to the right, moving to the left, and to the right again, and to the left. One more time, waking up the spine. Last one. And then coming back to the center, moving a bit. And then sit, reaching up. And place your hands behind you with the fingers pointing forward. Now we're going to lift our hips up to the ceiling, opening the shoulders. You can drop the head back if that feels good for you. And then we bring the hips down again. And again we lift up, opening the whole front of the body, and down again. One more time, lifting up, strong. Press your feet down. And then come and sit all the way back and down on the mat so that we stretch the legs. Reaching up again, flex the feet. And then we reach forward for as far as we can go with a long spine. So maybe it's just only a little bit. You can also bend your knees a little bit if that feels better, and then reach from there. You will probably feel this in your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Keep reaching and then drop down, rolling all the way up through the spine, lifting up again and reach forward. We do that a few times like a wave. Reach and roll, and reach and roll up. Last one, reaching all the way up, and place the hands on either side of your hips, and then we can walk forward, moving into a squat, from there into a forward fold. Let your upper body hang down. You can take your elbows. The feet are as wide as your mat, firmly planted on the floor. Relax your neck. Also here you can slightly bend your knees if you feel a lot of stretch. Give yourself some time here, and then reach the arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers, drop them forward, opening the shoulders. And it can be really nice here to move a bit, finding more space, more freedom in this area. Then roll up to standing. Open the chest, bring the arms behind you. Inhale there, and when you exhale, you push the air away, round your back, bend your knees. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, rounding, really pushing forward. Inhale, open, and exhale, push. Inhale to stretch, lift the heels up high, and then drop all the way down into a forward fold again. Relaxing the spine and the neck. Step the hands down, bend your knees slightly, step back into downward facing dog from here. Readjust if you need to, find your downward dog. And then we are going to move around with the 4 points still on the floor. So the hands and the feet stay on the floor, and we move in whatever way we can, whatever way feels good for us. It doesn't matter how it looks. It doesn't need to be a yoga pose, a yoga move. We are just exploring the body, warming up everything, while keeping the hands and the feet on the floor. Really becoming creative. How can the body move with these 4 points on my mat? And coming back to a downward dog again. Take a breath. Bend your knees and then step the right foot forward in between your hands. Move a little bit from the front to the back, back to the front. Opening that hip. Then bring the left knee down, reaching back so the right leg extends. Now keep the sole of the right foot on the floor so that you also feel this opening in the front of your shin, top of your foot. And then bring the weight back to the front, lift the arms all the way up. Doing the same thing as while we were standing, so opening and then pushing. Inhale, let the hips sink forward, open the chest, and exhale, round the back, push forward. So with this movement, let the hips also move forward and back. And now melt all the way down to the floor, place the hands down. Now we move towards the left, extending the left leg. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling, the right leg is bent, and then we relax the upper body down. And you will probably feel this in your inner thigh, your left inner thigh and your groin. And move back up, back to the front. And then place that left hand either on the block or just on the floor, lifting the right arm up into a twist. We keep the back leg active. The heel is lifted. Big circle with that right arm. And then bring the hand down again. Now walk the right foot a little bit to the outer edge of your mat. Left knee comes down. And then we're going to either use our block again to rest our elbows or just rest them on the floor. Let the hips sink forward. Relaxing the upper body and the head. And then slowly coming up again, placing your hands down. Placing the toes of your back foot on the floor first, and then push back into a downward facing dog. Now bend your knees and then start walking your hands back to the back of your mat into a squat. And from there we walk forward again into a plank this time. And we do that a few times. So we walk back and forward again, activating our back muscles and our shoulders. Walking back. And this time lifting the hips into a forward fold again. Arms behind you, interlacing the fingers, drop the arms. Finding some movement. Opening the shoulders. And then drop the arms, roll all the way through the spine, up to standing, lifting the arms. Open the chest, legs are extended, and now bend your knees, push forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, push. Pull your navel in strongly. Inhale, open. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift the heels up, stretch, and then exhale, drop all the way down into forward fold. From here, bend your knees, walk all the way forward, this time into a downward facing dog again. And then here we are going to move again with these 4 points of contact. How can my body move? What feels good for me at this moment? Waking up the spine, the arms, really going on a little exploration. And then finding your downward dog again, bend your knees, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Moving a little bit to open that hip. And then we bring the right knee down, extending the left leg. The sole of the left foot stays on the floor. It doesn't matter if you cannot fully extend that leg, you can also keep a little bend. And then move back forward, lifting the arms up. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, round the lower back. Inhale, open, look up. Exhale, round. Let the hips move as well, so every time you push, the left leg extends again. Bring the hands down. Now we're going to move towards the right. So lift the toes of your right foot up. And then you can lengthen your spine by reaching forward. Beautiful stretch for the inner thigh. And we walk the hands back, facing the front again. Use your block if you need to. Place your right hand on top of the block and open your left arm. Keep the back leg engaged, the heel lifted, and then circle the arm. Bring the hand down, bring the right knee down. And then walk the left foot a little bit open, a little bit to the left. Moving down with the upper body, resting on the elbows, either on the block or on the floor. And then coming back up. Bring your toes on the floor and then step back into downward dog. Now Now lift the heels, roll through the spine into an upward dog, keep the legs active, and then push back into your downward dog. This is called the waving vinyasa. Roll forward, open the chest, and push back. Last one, lift the heels, roll through the spine, open, and then push back. And then we bend the knees. You can step or jump to the front of your mat. Bring the arms behind you and drop the arms forward, interlacing the fingers. Now extend again. And then roll all the way up to standing. We go a little bit faster this time. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, push. Inhale, open. Exhale, push. Inhale, open. Exhale, push away. Inhale, lift the heels, reach up. Exhale, drop down. And then bend your knees to step back into a downward facing dog. Find your downward dog. And then now we're going to move again in this free kind of way, but this time we can lift one hand or one foot. And see what the possibilities are now. You can move in so many different ways, trying to become curious about what the body can do, what feels good, what do I need. And whatever you are exploring on one side, also take the time to explore it on the other side. In completely your own way, so no need to copy me. Come back to your downward dog again and bend your knees a bit. Step the right foot forward. We are going through the same sequence but with a little bit more speed. Bring the left knee down, extending the right leg. Take a breath. Bring the hips forward, lift the arms up. Inhale, open. Exhale, push. Inhale, open. Remember to let the hips move as well. Last time. And then melt the hands down all the way to the floor, moving to the left side, lifting the toes of the left foot up, relaxing the upper body. Move back to the front. Left hand down, right arm up. Keep the back leg engaged. Now circle the right arm. And then bring the left knee down, bring the hands on the inside of the right foot, and then resting onto the elbows. You can still use your block here. Another option would be to take your back foot with your left arm, with your left hand, and pull it a little bit towards your bum. Just an option. Come back, and then from there step back into downward dog again. Walk the hands all the way to the back of your mat into a squat, and then walk them forward again into a plank. And back again, and forward again. And again to the back of your mat. Bring the arms behind you, forward fold, drop the arms. Relax the neck. And then roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, push forward, rounding the back. Inhale, open. Extend the legs. Now bend your knees and push. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach, lift the heels. Exhale, drop. Bend your knees, walk the hands forward into a downward facing dog. Here you can start your exploration again with, this time, the option to bring one foot off the ground or one hand, having only 3 points of contact with the floor. Really enjoying this exploration, all this freedom, finding your way of moving. And coming back to downward dog. Bend your knees, step your left foot forward. And then bring the right knee down, extend your left leg. Shift your weight forward again, lift your arms up. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, rounding, push. Inhale, open. And exhale, push. Inhale, open. And exhale, push. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt down. And then move towards the right. Turn. Lift the toes of your right foot up to the ceiling. Relax the upper body. Moving back. Right hand down, left arm up. Big circle with the left arm. And bring the right knee down. Walk the left foot a bit open. Bring the elbows to the floor and relax. And come back up. You can take a different option and take your right foot with your right hand. Bring the heel closer to your hips. Just an option. Whatever works for you. Then you come back up. Tuck the toes under. And then step back into downward dog. We're going to take a few waves again. So rolling forward into your upward facing dog and back again into downward dog. Start with lifting the heels, rolling through the spine. Connecting each movement like one big wave. Now bring your knees down to the floor and then rest in child's pose. Relax your back. Your forehead can rest on the floor. Also the elbows can touch your mat. And then we roll up to sitting. And we move the spine, looking up, arching, and then rounding, dropping the head. Inhale, open, exhale, round. And then starting to circle the head, moving your spine in whatever way feels good. Making your circles a bit bigger. Let the whole upper body move. Let the hips move as well a little bit, freeing the lower back, creating space. And then we're going to lay down all the way on the belly. Just relax the whole front of the body on the floor. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Extend your arms. And open the right arm to the right side. Roll onto the right. And your left foot can come behind you on the floor, knee pointing up to the ceiling. If that doesn't work, just place the legs on top of each other like this. This is the opening of the right shoulder, so look for that sensation in this area. Let your head rest on the floor. And come back to the center, roll onto the belly. Then we do the same thing on the other side. Extend your left arm, roll onto the left side. Step your right foot behind you, so the knee points up to the ceiling. And if this is not comfortable, then just bring the legs down again. Relax your head. And then we roll on the belly again. Slowly push up onto the knees. And take a stretch there with your hips still in the air. And then turn around. Lay down on your back. And then before we go into our relaxation, I just want you to feel, what do you need in this moment? How would you like to end your practice? You can really take your time to do whatever you feel like in these last few minutes. You can shake your legs or choose to lay in a hip opener. Maybe you want some more activation, lifting your hips up in the air. Ending your practice in your way. And take as much time as you need. One of the poses I always really like at the end of my practice is Happy Baby. That is this one. Take your toes and then you pull your knees down toward the floor, opening them. At the same time grounding your lower back. Slowly start to make your way into Shavasana, into your relaxation. I have a bolster here. I always like to put it underneath my knees. If you have some cushions, you can do that as well. And covering your eyes is also really nice. Nice way of blocking the light. And in the first moments, I will guide you into this relaxation, but you can stay here as long as you like. Relaxing everything. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Relax the muscles in your face, your mouth, your cheeks, your eyes, your ears, your forehead. And let your head rest heavy on the floor. Breathing freely. Long deep breaths. Relaxing the legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet. And also the arms and the fingers. And let your body become really heavy, relaxing all the muscles. And imagining yourself melting into the floor, into the earth.